welcome everybody back to the podcast with your host Mello. And there's a lot of little talks going now in the off season. So this wasn't gonna be my first topic to talk about, but since it's just here, we're just gonna talk about this topic. So Damian Lillard retweeted this post of a picture of him and Katie together. There's a lot of drama going on in Brooklyn. It's nothing new. Also, Jusuf Nurkic, he's also retweeted this photo. And do they want KD or do they, you know, what they do? What do they really want to do? And to me personally, I think it will be a dope team with KD and Dame as a duo. But KD's on a max contract. Is it? Do you want to risk it? You had the number 7 draft pick. You gotta really give up a lot for him. They had a mock draft for him, and they were saying you gotta give up Yusuf Nurkic, Anthony Simons, um, first round picks. I believe they also added I forgot his name, but the dude that they drafted for the number 7 pick was something sharp. And speaking of the draft, since I didn't talk about it, how do y'all feel about the draft? You got Paolo um going to Orlando as the first draft, the first pick, and then you got Chet going to OKC. OKC is going to be a crazy team. That is going to be, I think it's going to be a shocking team, but at the same time, I don't think they're really going to go anywhere because they have so much good talent. But I just feel like they're not going to no direction. Believe his name, Jaden Ivey going to the Pistons to team up with Cade Cunningham. I'm gonna be surprised by what the Pistons could do, but I don't know. It's gonna be a good season. But let's get back on track with this. So Katie hasn't really talked um about Brooklyn and the Kyrie situation. He doesn't really want to be a part of it. But today Brooklyn supposedly stated that they don't mind losing Kyrie and KD. They just don't want to happen what happened a few years ago, which I don't remember what happened a few seasons ago. I just know D'Angelo Russell was like their GOAT. And that D'Angelo Russell made Brooklyn Nets who they are. I'm going to tell you straight up, 95 of that Brooklyn Nets fan base is bandwagons. I bet you they don't even remember, or they probably don't even know D'Angelo Russell even played for that team. I'm being straight up. But I don't know. But KD, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna look like for Brooklyn because it's just so much drama, and it's like you don't know what to believe because end of the day, these are rumors. At the end of the day, do I think he should go elsewhere? To me, I don't think so. I feel like the Brooklyn has a good squad. They just gotta get the stuff straight. You know what I mean. I feel like everything's unorganized. Everything's just dramatic and all that. And I feel like with the Kyrie situation, I feel like Kyrie should just go if that's gonna be how it is. But let's talk about the Blazers. Like I said, the Blazers had to give up a lot for KD, and I feel like you think about it. Do you want to be on the safe route and take the long trip, even though they already took a really long trip, but try to get past the first round in the playoffs and stuff? Do you want to have a full young squad and have Dame as the leader and get up and potentially get to those championships? Or do you want to get rid of all those players, all them draft picks, to possibly getting just like what, one championship? Because you can't guarantee KD is going to stay in Portland. Dame gonna stay in Portland. He's loyal to the team. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like I don't even think KD's even talking to the Portland Trailblazers. I'm not sure, but you know, I don't. It's beautiful how it looks, but I don't think I can see it happening. I think Portland has a good team right now, as we speak. Just who they drafted, and you know, we still haven't seen trades and free agent signings, so there's still more to come. As in for the Kyrie situation, we're gonna get that to a sec. So with Kyrie, this brother is very dramatic. I'm not trying to put nothing against him. I know a lot of people putting the headlines like he's a problem and stuff like that, which there's a few things yes, there's a few things no. As in for the vaccination thing, that's his body, his choice. But people are trying to act like he has to do it mandatory. He has to do it. Like number one, this is your job, this is your work. Yes, if basketball is your thing, you gotta be there for your team. But the way that Kyrie looks into things, he looks at basketball as like a hobby and like a second option. He doesn't look at basketball like his main thing. And I feel like he should go to the Lakers. I think Kyrie should opt out of his contract with the Nets and just go to the Lakers in a sign and trade deal. Supposedly the Lakers are the only team interested in him, but Brooklyn is not interested in their trade packages. If I was Brooklyn, do you want to still deal with this problem, or do you just want to get rid of the situation and start out new? Possibly, you might still have KD and a few other pieces. You got Ben Simmons. Maybe Ben Simmons could be the point guard. You know, I don't know about Ben Simmons. I just feel like he just needs a jump shot. I feel like if he has a jump shot, he could be a really good player, but he doesn't want to try. Um, what else? Um, Kyrie. I don't know. He's missed more games than what he's played throughout his all of his seasons in a team. I'm not trying to downplay him, but I feel like this brother has too much power. Like in the NBA, like they giving these players too much power to deal with this nonsense, with the drama, and the teams got to deal with it. They got to waste their money. They got to waste their freaking um. They got to waste their money on someone that doesn't really want to play. But don't get me wrong. Once this dude is on the court, that dude will give you buckets. He's gonna give you a good performance. But you can't guarantee him that he's gonna be there for every game without no problem happening. That's why a lot of teams are trying to give him a low max deal because you can't trust him to be in every game, you know? But like I said in the other podcast, a trade with him and Westbrook, I feel like that should be the perfect trade. Um, Obviously, a Kyrie and LeBron reunion, that's crazy. They want to chip together. You will have Westbrook and KD with another reunion. That is a little mixy, but obviously they got chemistry together. Feel like that's a perfect trade for both teams. But both teams have their own issues and situations, and I just feel like they just gotta solve it somehow. So, what do you guys think? If Kyrie wants to keep his money and let Brooklyn be how it is right now, the good situation stay. I believe he has what, one more year or something for his contract. Take that 30 something million you're gonna get. If you leave that out the table and you go for another team, he's gonna get 6 million. Do you want to drop 30 million to 6 million? Because I don't think you're going to see that contract again, my brother, if you're not going to be playing the way you've been playing, or if you're not going to be on the court as much as people think you're going to be with the amount of talent you got. You know what I'm trying to say? And for KD, let's say if Kyrie leaves, I don't blame him for leaving, but at the same time, KD, I feel like he jumps to it. Not trying to downplay a player, but kind of like a LeBron type thing. They'll go to a team that already has their team going, and then they make up their team, and then when it goes left, they leave. You know, there's a lot of players that came to a team when it was in his on the downside. It was on their ups and downs, and they had no problem. They never complained. They tried to make the team better. I feel like Brooklyn still has a good team. I feel like KD could do something with that team. You know, you still got Patty Mills. He's a good point guard. But like I said, free agency is around the corner. They feel like they should just wait till free agency and see how it goes. And also, Kyrie's already talking to some teams. He already has permission to even talk to different teams. So it's looking like he's gonna leave. But the only team I think he could play for is the Lakers. A lot of people question the Clippers, but I don't know how that's gonna go. I feel like Reggie Jackson, he's good where he's at in that position. But Kyrie, I don't know. You see the way I'm talking is kind of weird because like this whole situation is like this should be basketball. This shouldn't be no Jersey Shore type drama. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, but that's what I'm gonna talk about for now. There's obviously way more other things that's gonna be happening. Um, try to record as many podcasts as I can. It's just been real busy at this moment. But I hope you enjoy the podcast. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that bell so you don't miss out any of the future podcasts. And make sure you hit that subscribe button too. I highly appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram at SportsLounge TV. That will be in my bio. Um, like I said, every podcast, send me some questions in the comment section so I can answer them to y'all how I feel about a certain thing happening, NBA, baseball, boxing, anything. But I'm gonna check y'all in the next one. We're gonna see how this whole drama. We're gonna see how this whole drama thing sets out. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.